Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, and this is a rumour video. Now who doesn't love a good rumour? The gaming industry sometimes is built on rumours, they sometimes enjoy the rumours, they sometimes don't, they sometimes promote the rumours, sometimes rumours just come out from anywhere, and I think this is going to be pretty much the same kind of story that we're going to get with the next Battlefield game. Now just over a month ago I did a video about the next Battlefield game, where would it be set, what would be happening with it, and this was on the back of some information that had been leaked, apparently to a guy named the Almighty Dak. Now we'd done a video about the setting and what was going to be happening with the next Battlefield game. He says that sources close to those developing the game said that it was going to be a Bad Company free game, it was going to be set around the Cold War, and it was going to have elements of the Vietnam War in it too, so it was going to bring the series a lot more up to date. So I mean, the Vietnam War was a long time ago, but a lot more up to date than Battlefield 1 for instance. Now quite a number of prominent YouTubers then came out and refuted what the Almighty Dak had said, and at the time the Almighty Dak says, well, you will refute what I'm saying because you're in EA's pocket basically. Now, it's no secret that there are quite a number of YouTubers that are sponsored by EA. They make content for them, they get insider information off them, so given that, they're obviously limited to what they can say about new games that EA are developing. So the Almighty Dak says, well, you're not going to agree with me, you know, you want your next paycheck off them, which is all well and good. At the end of the day, YouTube's quite a hard place to be making a living right now, so if a company like EA wants to sponsor you for some of your videos, then you're going to say yes, you're not going to say no. So yeah, I could see that these people would probably keep quiet if they knew things, but they're not going to say, they're not going to confirm or deny these rumours. So, but anyway, not long after these videos came out from the Almighty Dak, there was a source that was closer to EA that Eurogamer.net had reached out to. And this source says that that was complete rubbish, that there was no Bad Company free game. It had been talked about and there was maybe a plan to do one, but at this moment in time they were simply developing Battlefield World War II. And there'd already been a lot of rumours swirling around that Battlefield would move on to World War II. I myself have done videos where I've spoken about how that would just be the natural progression for the game. It's set in World War I right now, so it would be the natural progression to move over to World War II next. But I would love a Bad Company free game, I really would. Bad Company for me was not as serious as the Battlefield series is. It was a little bit light-hearted, there was some humour in there from the characters, the single player was definitely a memorable campaign, and the multiplayer was brilliant as well, and there was just something a little bit different about the way that game was put together. The Bad Company games were just different in some way. It's really hard to explain exactly how different they was, but there was just a little bit of a break from the norm, and a lot of people enjoyed them, and a lot of people would love to see a Bad Company free game come out. Now what the Almighty Dak has said is that both these studios, you've got DICE LA and I think you've got DICE Stockholm, is it? I'm not too sure. I know that there's two different arms of the software house. Now they said that these could be basically working on one of these each, which is quite plausible. You could have one working on a World War II and one working on a Bad Company 3, but I think it would make more sense for the studios to collaborate on just the one game. But this is what makes me think Battlefront 2 was an almighty mess for EA, and unfortunately DICE got dragged into that. I'm sure that the devs at DICE didn't want to add some of the things that they were asked to add by EA, especially when it came to the loot boxes and things like that. I mean, let's not forget Battlefield 1 has the battle packs and you can buy those if you want to. Purely cosmetic items. Battlefield 1 comes out, nobody gives a shit. Nobody's bothered that those loot boxes are there, they couldn't care less. And that's exactly how it should have been for Battlefront. If it would just been purely cosmetic items, nobody'd have been bothered. Nobody would have given a crap. So I think that maybe this is a smokescreen. It could be that the Bad Company free rumours were bang on and the Almighty Dak was exactly right. But to convolute the argument, maybe somebody has made a leak saying, no, actually we're going to World War II. Because that's quite plausible, but that makes people think and gets people talking, and it maybe takes the focus away from the Bad Company free vibe and makes people think about the World War II one. I mean, for instance, to go to World War II with Battlefield is quite easy. All of your netcode is there, all of your base game is there, you simply need to reskin what we've already got with World War II a World War II setting, World War II vehicles, World War II guns. Some of the vehicles and guns will carry over from the World War I setting because some of them were still about. Obviously it's more up to date, but it would be very, very easy to produce that kind of game. Your base game is already there and works very well. So whereas doing a Bad Company 3 would mean a lot more work going into it. So how it's going to play out, who knows? I would like to see both games come around, but I do like this bi-yearly release, a release every 2 years. That seems to work quite well with a series like Battlefield, and I think the way that it was generally accepted by us, the gaming public, was that you would 1 year get a Battlefront game and the next year you would get a Battlefield game, all made by DICE, all published by EA, and I think that was the way people thought it might work. But with Battlefront being such a mess, could they be looking at maybe giving up on that? I mean, up to now there's been no statement made by Disney or whether they'll cancel the license with EA. I'm sure that there has been quite high level talks about this between them. All of the furore over the loot boxes has kind of died down, but I'm sure that there's still stuff going on in the background with this to try and mitigate the circumstances for which this came around. You know, basically EA just wanted to do a cash grab on this game. Basically that was what it came down to. So it could be that they may be looking to completely shelve that and go to a bi-yearly release of a Battlefield game and then a Bad Company game. But would us as the gaming public be interested in that? Well, maybe at first, yeah, because like I say, it'd be brilliant to get another Bad Company game, but then you're just going to saturate the market every year with another release and another release. And as much as Bad Company isn't like Battlefield, they are very similar, and I think the people just get sick of it in the end. I like this 2 yearly release cycle. I think it suits large games like this a lot better. So I think that maybe they're looking at doing one on alternate years, which is too much for me, I think. If in an ideal world, I'd like them to do Bad Company this year. Bring us back more up to the modern era of weaponry and scenes and the history, and then go to World War II next year. But I'm kind of thinking that it might be the other way around and we will get a World War II one this year, because obviously, as I said, it's going to be a lot easier to create that than it would be to do the Bad Company one. But then EA said that, well, not EA, but these sources close to EA said that the Bad Company 3 had been muted and that there were ideas there. So it really is all up in the air over which one we're going to get. So I'm now going to pass this over to you, ladies and gentlemen. What type of Battlefield game would you like to see next? Would you like to see them continue in the World War I era? Although, to be fair, I think they've really pretty much raped that war now and taken everything out of it that you could. Or would you like them to see them progress to World War II? Do you think that's the natural next step for this game? Or would you like to see this series paused for now and a Bad Company 3 game come out? Let me know your thoughts and feelings on that. As I say, I'd like to see Bad Company 3, although I won't be too disappointed with a World War II Battlefield either. You know, I'll take that as well if that's what they want to offer us. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I will put a link to the Eurogamer.net article. I'll also put a link to the Almighty Dax YouTube page as well. I need to check that out myself to see what else he's come up with. I don't know if anything else has come out with his rumours, but he was one that came out with credible rumours over Battlefield 1. A lot of the things that he said would happen in Battlefield 1 they came true. So of course, when he's come out and said what he's said about Bad Company 3, people have sat up and taken notice, because they've said, well, this guy got it right before, so the chances are he's going to get it right again. But we'll have to wait and see. With either game, I'm happy, but I'd really like Bad Company 3. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.